All right, what's up? What's up?
What's going
How's
on,
everybody
gang?
doing? All right, it is Wednesday. That means it is time for our weekly show. And Dave, this time I'm not exhausted like last week.
I don't
Last
know.
week
I'm
was
kind of
brutal.
tired.
Now it's your turn. Okay, fair enough.
Oh,
I
I've
feel
been
like a lot of
busy.
you guys could tell I was very tired last week, so I'm a little pumped up today. But we got a lot of exciting stuff to talk about today. Anybody have any guesses what that song was from? Probably not. That was a tough one. That was a brain tweezer.
Brain tweezer?
Brain tweezer. Yeah.
Brain tweezer, yeah.
So, yeah, I know it's brain teaser. I just created this one. It is from the game that we were just playing on the Members Live, our pre-show, which was Code Red. So that was the
Like
bonus
Mountain
round and also the hand pay music. So fun stuff. We weren't able to get the bonus round, so nobody got to hear it, but that's where it was from. All right. So, Dave.
What?
We have a lot of announcements to get to, but before we do that, guys, start asking your questions. We want to try to get to as many as we can. We say that every single time, but we're going to try to
One
get
of these
through
days we'll get through them all.
We need somebody else. I think we need Proud Monkey to pick out the question. No, never mind.
Oh, no. Bad idea.
No, we're not doing
bad.
That. Okay.
Bad.
Sorry, Proud Monkey.
Bad idea.
That was an idea that was bad. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Dave, first off, let's talk about what's coming up next weekend.
Next weekend, we're going to be in West Wendover, Nevada for Cowboy-a-thon, Cowboy Slot Fest,
Cowboy Slots Days.
Yep. Cowboy Slots Days.
Yep.
We're going to be there. Marc and I are going to be coming in on Thursday, but essentially it's going to be Friday night before we get there, Friday morning before we get there.
Yep.
Then we're headed to Jackpot, Nevada for Friday, kind of our free day. And then we'll be at the Cowboys event from 4 till 10, I think it is. 4 till 7.
I think that's it. Yeah, I think it starts at around 4 o'clock.
Yeah, yep. 4 to 7. And then the slot tournament the next day starting at 10 a.m.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is the final call. Brantley texted me and he said that there's only a handful of slots left. So if you're really interested, they're capped at 100, and it's very close to that. So this is your last chance to register. He's going to be saying it on his live stream too. So if you have not registered and you think you want to go, there's the link, gsgs.live/Wendover. It is critical that you register for this. It's not, it doesn't cost any money. It's absolutely free. But if you don't register, you don't get to take place in the slot tournament, the raffle, the meet and greet, the buffet, all that kind of stuff. And we want you to be able to take part in all that. So,
spoiler alert, one of us wins the slot tournament.
It won't be me. It'll probably be Jody. I want Jody to win it.
It's still one of us. It's okay.
Yeah, okay. Is she one of us?
The fix is in. See, now, if one of us does win, they're going to come back to this and say,
I'm waiting for her to come break down the door after I said that. Anyway. All right. And then the other event, Dave, what do we got going on here?
G2 meetup is going crazy. Yes. So this is October the 7th, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Okay. Can't mix that. 10-7-7. There we go. We're going to be at Slots of Fun. We are going to have a great time there. Right now, we have, I said 57 last time. I think it's 47 people.
Yeah,
we're capping at 100 because logistics are getting a little crazy because our goodie bags are filling up. And it's not a big goodie bag, but it's packed full of that goodie bag. And we need to know you're coming ahead of time to make sure we order enough items for the goodie bag. And only the people who sign up RSVP are going to get any goodie bag, okay? So that's people are guaranteed for it. Be one of those people. You definitely want to. And of those people who RSVP, we're going to have a special super secret drawing where there are 3 winners and a super secret top winner that they won't even know who wins it until the end.
That's right.
We're like so excited about this. We're
dropping some cash for you guys on this one for sure. Yeah, I mean, seriously,
like
we want to make this a lot of fun.
So I told Marc, hey, we need to cap the stop the reservations like September 1st. He's like, no, we go to middle of September. I was like, we got a lot of things to order.
I know. I just know there'll be a lot of latecomers, and we talked about I mean, we are going to put up a stopping point for the gift registration. So anybody who does register, you want to go ahead and say the date, end of August. So
end of August, beginning of September. It might be a week. We might give you a week extra, depending. But
plan on finding out if you're going to be there by the end of August.
Right.
You can still take part. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely,
we might have a smaller gift bag or something for you, but the reason we need to know by the end of August is we have to order all this stuff and we got to get it in and all that kind of stuff. So we need to know if you think you're going to make it. I hope you guys can. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely hope you can. Well, imagine all of us playing coin slots. It's
going to be loud in there. I love it. Love it.
Drinking $2 beers, $2 Bloody Marys, and eating $2 hot dogs. We're not eating the shrimp cocktail.
You know what we need to do is do a group photo before we start playing and everybody raises their hands.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then at the end, everybody raises their hands and show all the dirt and everything, grime on it.
And I think everybody that would be a fun group photo. Touch Marc's eyes. Marc comes into G2E with like pink eye on both eyes.
Oh, wait, I got to do this. There. I love the power I have. Don't you click it. I know you're going to do it.
I can click it too. So the other thing I wanted to announce pretty quick, because I actually have it in front of me, because To the Stars was super nice and remember to remind me that the Children's Army, the charity for helping kids with mental issues, getting them the help they need, and I just lost it. There he goes. Their golf tournament is, damn it. And then I screwed up trying to read it. September 23rd. Okay. So if you're wanting to help out, Caesars is partnering with them. Look them up at thechildrensarmy.org. If you're looking for a charity to donate, their golf tournament, of course, it's going to be an awesome time. If you haven't hung out with Vegas Viking / To the Stars, he is a great guy, and we really hope to see him at G2E as well. But I really hope his golf tournament does great and his charity does great as well. So definitely check them out.
Yeah, thank you guys. I do see a couple of. Well, I guess one real quick comment. If you did register, you're not getting any kind of confirmation, so you're fine. As long as the form's submitted, you're good. We will be emailing everybody probably in a week or two to kind of let you know the next steps, because there's going to be another form we're going to want you to fill out. So look forward to that. We will announce it well in advance before we're going to send that. So,
and if you fill out that second form, no spoilers to anyone else. The questions you're asked.
Are we going to have to put a check mark on there to say I agree?
Yep.
I agree to not say anything.
Because you'll instantly know by the questions on the second form what's coming.
What's going to be in the big gift bag. Yeah, at least some of it. All right, news. Let's go. Then we'll get to questions.
Okay. So first up news is Tropicana demolition. That application is in to the county, and they are asking for dates from September 30th through October 8th. The current plan is they come in on September 30th, the demo team does, and they are out by the 8th. Now, the reason this window is in there is for any delays, any issues like that. They have to set up, and then they have to wait on site afterwards, to make sure everything's good. No other munitions were non-detonated, all that kind of stuff. The time frame that I had heard from one of the construction guys was October the 1st. Is that right? October the 1st? Yes.
Yeah.
Look at my calendar.
I think you said second.
October the 1st. It was October the 1st at 2 a.m. The 1st at 2 a.m.
Okay.
So it might be the 2nd at 2 a.m. It all depends on what gets approved by the city and county. So we'll hear that. They hear that they go before that board tomorrow on Thursday. And so we should hear as early as Friday about that. I mean, maybe even Thursday if it gets leaked. So we will definitely see. Also in the news, yesterday was the big day. Oh, sorry, today. Today was the big day for Cosmo. They finally switched over to MGM. It is not without its hiccups and problems.
As these things do.
The cards don't currently work in all the machines. They work in some of the machines. None of your points are showing up. If your points are showing up, do not say anything. Just be happy that they are. However, you can look at your offers going into the future about booking at the Cosmo. Depending on various things, your various offers you're going to see all the rooms available to you. If you're looking at booking a room for Cosmo, I would say hurry up. I feel that MGM, and also remember Marriott, because of their Marriott Bonvoy partnership with MGM, they can also book Cosmopolitan. So I feel like Cosmopolitan's demand is going to go way up. They don't have a ton of rooms to begin with. It's a very niche hotel, and it's the first time MGM people have been able to stay there for comps. So I definitely see it being heavily booked within the next year.
Good advice, Dave. Love it. Oh, Robin, what are you doing to us?
Oh, Robin, whoa.
Robin says, $10 super chat. Thank you, Robin. You're the best. Serious question for once. Would you be willing to sell the goodie merch bag on the website for those that can't attend?
If there are leftovers.
Yeah.
But remember, we're going to order for the demand, for who we have RSVP'd, plus a couple of extras to cover for, incidentals, all that. But there's going to be very specific things that we have to order in advance. So
yeah,
if there are extra.
She's just saying if somebody knows that they can't be there, can they still get the gift bag?
If you cannot be there,
we'll figure something out.
But
we'll figure something out. No plans for it right now, though.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get
Robin, you just need to go. You just need to tell the hubby that you got to stay. You can't go, and he's got to watch the dogs, or bring the dog with
critters,
you.
Yep.
Bring the critters with you. It's Vegas.
There you go. Yeah, it's Vegas.
Yeah.
There's got to be a hotel for them.
There's every hotel for them. They have Aria, Bellagio. What's the one I saw most recently that looked really weird? It was Fontainebleau. Had the little dog park area, except Fontainebleau is inside the hotel. It's inside the hotel.
There you go. That sounds good, doesn't it? All right. Let's get to some questions.
Let's go.
We got questions. All right. There was one already that I wanted to point out. I thought this was really cool to hear, and that was from Tammy Middleton. Says went to Laughlin. Went to Laughlin last weekend. Did the $100 challenge with 4 of us. Ended up $50 each on 2 games. And I know you had another question, but it's good to see you do that.
Yes.
We're getting more and more people that are trying out that method. It's really best to do in crowds with other people. It makes it a whole lot of fun. And I'm glad you had a lot of fun doing that. At least I hope you did. That's the most important thing, right? But you also walked away with some money. You didn't go all the way down to 0 like so much of us do. So that's awesome, Tammy. I'm glad you had a good time with that. So thanks for sharing that with everybody.
Oh, I got one here from James Jones. If you change the team on the NFL slot, what changes? The graphics. That's all that changes is the graphics. Nothing else changes about that game. That's sort of why they did it, is because they could have one machine do all the teams and you could play your favorite team, but essentially nothing happens. It's just graphics.
That's right. All right. Another super chat from Alan. Thank you so much, Alan. Really appreciate it. He's been a long time supporter. $5. I won $250 Saturday while gambling. $225 on the first spin of a Triple Sapphires quarter machine. That's a good hit.
That's
also got a raise at work today. Man, you have had such a bad run of luck, but you know what? It's going to turn around for you now. So we're really happy to hear that.
Coming back.
Glad that you got a raise at work, and glad you got that hit. Just remember to slow down, man. Don't go back to the casino for a little while. Don't get rid of those winnings, right? But thank you so much for the super chat. Really do appreciate you sharing some of that with us. Really, really nice of you, man.
Oh, I got to crush Robert Martinelli here. Mark and Dave, can you recommend an all-around casino in Nevada that has a good variety of Class 2 machines? There are none.
No, there are, but
not in Reno. There's none in Reno.
Yeah, not in Reno.
Yeah, none in Reno that
not
have any Class
either.
2.
Yeah,
not in Vegas, not in Laughlin. You're gonna have to go out to essentially the sticks, that little section between Reno and Vegas. That no one drives because there's nothing there.
That's right.
You're probably going to find a couple of Class 2 places, but they're going to be few and far between. But there are none in Reno. Didn't mean to crush you like that, Robert, but come to Oklahoma. There's a lot here. Kansas has a lot. Wisconsin has a lot. Iowa, I believe, as well. So there's a lot of Class 2 out there.
Yep. Mostly in Oklahoma. Oklahoma is well known for that stuff. Let's see. Burgett, also a longtime fan. Hi, Mark and Dave. I won $200 in free play. Well, congratulations on that.
Nice.
What denom and which Class 2 games are great to play? I know what I would go to, and Dave's probably going to say the same thing. I would play the quarter 5-line, Hot Red Ruby 2 or 3, or Mr. Moneybags 2 and 3. I think those are the only two. Yep. Well, there's some other ones, but those are the most popular ones. So look for those 5 pay lines.
Try the like $5 line, but just 5 credits a spin.
Just 5 credits, yeah.
The 50-cent, quarter, all that. It's all the same. So
try to convert as much as you possibly can on that 200. I would say play it until you're out of the 200 and then cash out. You know what I mean? Like, don't play all that down to 0 unless you want to. I mean, it is free money, right?
It's free money.
That's really your decision. But what we like to do is convert it into cash, like taking that 200 in free play and turning it into something that you can actually cash out and walk away with. But it's completely up to you. I mean, whatever you're feeling like doing. All right, Dave, what you got?
All right, let me go back over here because I had some good ones here. Oh, hold on, I got that one. Oh, here's a good one from Michelle. Okay. Michelle here. How high volatility is Planet Moolah, the new version? So imagine like a really high volatility game. Let's say Buffalo Lightning Link Dollar Storm. Okay. Then we're going to go higher than that. And that's where Planet Moolah is.
Yeah.
The volatility from Planet Moolah is not so much in the game itself. It's in the difficulty getting the bonus. So all your line hits are essentially garbage. You know, you're barely getting your bet back. If you do get a bet back, you're only getting a little bit back. But the bonus is so hard to get because you have to have 4 wins in a row to get that bonus. So that volatility in there is just killer. And in the meantime, when you're doing your $3 spins, you're getting, 50, 60 cents back per spin, if you're lucky.
Right.
So it is a very high volatility game. But I do enjoy it. I like the sounds. I like the bonuses when you do finally get them. I like the cows. So, but that's why you play that game, for the fun of it, not for, ooh, I'm going to hit it big, because chances are you're not.
My brother challenged me to play it, and that was probably
he asked me what game to do. And I said,
he said, what game pisses Mark off the most? And you're like, it's got to be Planet Moolah. He's like, let's go play that one then. I suffered. I did. I was not having fun. I knew what was going to happen, and it did.
Yep.
All right.
It absolutely did.
Let's see. Lost in Carolina. So, we got some new people in tonight. Thank you so much, guys. I hope
Make sure you subscribe if you're new.
Yes.
Hit that subscribe button. We're
free.
Almost 50,000, but that's a small goal. We want to get to 75,000 by October 7th. Okay. We need your help.
Yeah, we definitely do. This is the slow months here. Do you think the average gain versus loss for daily trips for slot play has larger loss days and lower amounts on winning days? Do you think the average gain versus loss for daily trips for slot play has larger loss days and lower amounts on winning days? I got to say, I'm not really sure what you're asking. Tell you what, we'll look for your next comment. Could you just clarify a little bit what you're asking for? I'm a little confused, but we want to answer your question. So if you're still in here, lost in Carolina, I know you asked that one early. Just go ahead and kind of rephrase that a little bit for us. All right, I'll take the next one. Let's see. Jim Bednar says, question, I see video after video of successful casino trips. In 100 casino visit, what percentage do you leave up versus down? Well, you can ask each individual person, right? People that watch us and follow what we talk about, their percentage is going to be higher, okay, because of the stuff that we talk about. Personally, I would say 1 out of 4 trips, I come out ahead, just to be very generous and realistic. I never go below what I brought, but coming out more than I came in with, I would say 1 out of 4 trips. Now, it didn't used to be like that. When I was reckless, playing crazy and all that kind of stuff, it was not 1 out of 4. It was maybe 1 out of 10, And I'd be willing to bet that 10% of the public out there you know, when they don't follow the tips and stuff that we talk about with budget management and knowing when to walk out and take your breaks and all the things that we talk about, their percentage is going to be very low because they don't know when to stop. And that's what the casino is making the money off of, guys. Like we had that comment and that question that came in. It's like, oh, the slot machines are meant to take all your money, and that's what builds the casinos up. Yeah, it's true. That is definitely true. But it's really being paid for the people that don't know when to stop. They just keep putting the money back in. You know,
just keep going.
That's where they're getting the money from. So what do you think, Dave? What would be yours if you were to guess?
I would say
you had a good year last year, though.
Last year was a good year because I was very focused and conscious about it. You know, like my goal was to be positive at every single property I played at. And it was not easy. I had to be extremely disciplined, extremely strict about it. And this year that's gone to hell. But, you know, that's kind of it. You know, it's when you're very focused on it. So last year, I would say losing sessions 1 out of every 20, roughly. That was last year. This year, I'm probably right there, 1 out of every 4. You know, 1 out of every 5. But it varies like that. That's how it works. It's not a straight line of always. It's up and it down and everything else. And you got to remember that you're not necessarily trying to leave every time even. Like, you know, like you don't want to be here. You want to be up here, and you want to limit the down heres.
Yeah.
So if you can leave one time up a few $100, and the next time you're even, and the next time you're up $100 even, $20 even. So even if you leave just a few dollars up, you're raising that average up from your losses. Keep your losses low and your wins high, and you're gonna be ahead at the end of the year. But don't try to do it per visit. It'll drive you nuts. It absolutely will. I've tried to track it before. You know, I had a little journal that I kept tracking everything before we had phones. I had a little notebook. It'll drive you nuts trying to keep track of that. And then when you look back and see, well, crap, what the hell? That's how that works.
Yeah. If you ask that question and somebody's like, oh, I always leave a winner. BS.
Yeah.
That's right.
There's
Something's
nobody
right
who always leaves a winner.
Yeah, always.
Nobody always leaves a winner. Okay.
Yeah. The only people that are always leaving a winner are trying to sell you books on how to always leave as a winner.
On how to always leave a winner.
that's
Step
where
1.
Those people are.
Write a book.
Write
Step
a book
2.
and tell people. Yeah.
And tell people I'm always a winner. Buy my book.
How to fund your casino trips is to write a book about
if you're
it. Yeah.
always a winner, what are you wasting time writing a book about it?
Yeah,
for?
what are you doing? You just stay in the casino. Like
just stay in the casino. You're always a winner.
Yeah. All right, $10 super chat from Janine. Thank you so much. Love the channel. I can hear you guys in my head with all the slot advice. I'm sorry. And I'm leaving the casino with money. No, that's good.
Hey, positives.
That's good. I love that. Awesome. We try to, we get a lot of comments where people are like, you're just repeating yourselves. It's on purpose, guys. We're trying so many different ways to drill the same information into everybody, because that's the only way you're going to learn is through repetitiveness, just constantly hearing the same thing, but hearing it in different ways. And that way, when a situation presents itself, you will remember what we said about it. When you got the sweaty palms and you're going into your wallet like this, about to pull out another 100, we want you to stop and say, well, wait a minute.
Think about it.
What did Dave and Marc said? They said, take a break. And I'm telling you, you take a break, you walk up to the room and back, or walk to your car and back. You may say, you know what? Screw it. I'm not going to take that 100 out. I'm just going to go to bed, or I'm going to go do something else, or I'm just going to leave. These things are important. And I'm glad that you're hearing us, at least at the right times, right? So
we would absolutely not repeat ourselves if you took our program. It is a pay program where we sit next to you with a hammer and we hit you with it when you don't do things right. The repeating thing is probably better, just letting you know. But we do have a new gambler audit that's coming out, I believe, tomorrow.
Yes.
And
thanks for reminding.
You're going to hear a lot of the same stuff that we say, and some, good little tips in there. So definitely check that out.
I totally forgot about that, Dave. Thank you so much. Yeah, guys, the last gambler audit we did, and I'm sure most of you in here have never even heard of these before. because the last one we did was January 9th. I can't believe it's been that long. We had less than 5,000 subscribers then, so we have a whole lot more of you here. So we have started the Gambler Audits again, and what this is, and you're going to see this tomorrow in the one that we filmed yesterday, is we talk to you guys. We talk to you, the average gambler, and learn what it is that you think you're doing well and what you need help with, and we try to, do it in a way that it's relatable to a lot of people. And Anthony, that we interviewed yesterday, is going to be very relatable to a lot of you guys.
Yes.
He's a retired gentleman. He goes to the casino several times a week, and he needs some little bit of improvement, and he's open to that. And I think that we gave him some good suggestions, and he's going to report back to see how it goes. But this is really important for us, and we do have like 15 to 20 people that have already signed up for this.
It's going to take time.
Once we start rolling these out, we'll get a sign up form together for the public. And if you're interested in that, we're going to have a lot of fun with that. All right. Just want to remind everybody that will be coming out tomorrow.
My favorite topic from Dwayne Rudolph. Gamble smart. I found that whenever I'm using my player's card, my winnings are 0 to none. When I decide to play without being identified by my player's card in the slot machine, I win. Your take? It is completely in your head. There is no relation whatever to using your player's card versus not using your player's card. The only difference is that you are losing out on comps associated with your play. So essentially, it's something you're getting for your play. So if you want 0 things extra, then absolutely don't use your player's card. I always use my player's card. Marc has seen me sit down on a slot machine, realize I forgot my card, go back to the other machine, get it, or have to go reprint a card. And I will not play without it. If I'm at the airport, even paying like $20, it literally pains me to play.
You're not getting anything.
And he's seen it. He's like, just play it. I'm like, I got to find my card. So always use your card. There's no reason not to.
Yeah. That's absolutely true. And Dave's 100% correct. I'm a slot technician. I can tell you what he said is 100% accurate. Makes no difference. It is in your head. It's called confirmation bias. We did a video on this. Every human being has this in some way. And it's just that your brain tricks yourself. It's actually playing tricks on you where you're so convinced that playing without your card is the better option that even when you do get hits, your brain is literally clearing it from your mind. You're not even seeing it. I know it sounds crazy, but it's an actual real thing. So please play with your player's card. You want to earn all those points and comps, and it lessens the sting whenever you do have a bad visit in the casino. So
exactly.
All right.
At least you get something out of it.
Yes. All right. I guess Dave, you pick one up.
Oh, that was mine from last one here.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay, fine. Let's see. Robert says, Marc and Dave want to take the time to thank you both for making me a smart and safe gambler. I love hearing that. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate
Absolutely,
it. You had a
Robert.
lot of you guys
That's
in here saying it's helping you, and it really means a lot to both of us. I really mean it. Like, the reason we do this is because we want to help people from the mistakes that we've made, but also with a better understanding of how all this stuff is actually working, like the machines behind me, like what is actually going on, and what can the casinos can and can't do, and how are they trying to take advantage of you. All of these things nobody talks about. It's just live play channels everywhere. But this kind of stuff is what helps you to become a better gambler. And when you're gambling at a low rate or a low budgets, like so many of us do. I mean, most people do not take 20 grand to the casino, guys. Most people do not do that. We take 300, we take 100, we take 500. And I'm telling you, if you take that amount, you have to be way more focused and ready to act when you need to with that budget. It's way more critical that you understand what is going on at that level to maximize your play and maximize your potential of getting money and walking out with it. And so that's what we're here for. So you guys are here listening to us. We appreciate it, but also share it out there. If you know anybody that's not doing well with their gambling, I'm sure we all can raise a hand and know somebody that isn't. Share some of our videos and see if it helps them. A lot of people don't want to aren't open to it. That's fine. But say, hey, this has helped me. And you never know. You may change their lives too. All right. I'll take one more real quick. Marty B had a celebration win here. Last week, I won $833 on an 88-cent bet on the 3-bag game. And I brought all my winnings home with me. That's a great success story. Love that.
Oops.
Nice job, Dave.
Sorry, that was my fault.
No, congratulations, Marc. Really appreciate that. Thanks for sharing. All right, your turn, Dave.
Okay, here it is from Tim R. Pat. Guys, how often and how much do you tip the blackjack dealer? Tipping is 100% up to you, just like it is at a restaurant or anywhere else. If you feel that the blackjack dealer is bringing you luck, he's a good person, they're a good person, they're smiling, they're laughing, they're joking, they feel bad for you when you lose, they're happy for you when you win, like they should be, feel free to tip them. How much you tip is up to you. Remember, they're not giving you that money back. So if you are down $500 and you tip them $5, they're not going to give you that $5 back to get it back. So just keep in mind that they do not work on tips. They are paid. Tips are extra. Tips are divided up. So he's not going to get 100% of that. Whoever that blackjack dealer isn't going to get 100% of that. It's going to be divided up between everybody who's on shift, everybody who's not on shift. It's divided up a whole different number of ways. Tip because you want to. Don't tip because of any obligation. Don't tip because the dealer kind of eggs it on. None of that. Okay. The other thing, though, I do a lot is if I'm with a dealer, let's say, for instance, blackjack, which I do not play a lot, but let's say blackjack, I will ask the dealer, do you want the tip or do you want me to bet it for you? And I like when they want it to be betted because now they have a vested interest in me winning. And so I feel that that's kind of, they're a little bit more on your side. They're a little more in your corner rather than just giving them $5. But totally up to you. Tipping is completely optional, is in no way mandatory. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel, you have
pressured.
To. Yeah. Never feel pressured.
I mean, even the slot attendants will come by, and after they pay you, they'll just stand next to you for a couple seconds. That's fine. That's kind of their just way of saying, yeah, are you going to give me a tip? But you don't feel obligated. I love what Dave always says about this, and that is they're not going to give you the money back after you start losing.
I've tried. They won't.
So
I've absolutely tried.
We got some gifted memberships here. 2 of you guys. We have L. Thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships, and welcome to all the new members.
Thank you.
And Liz jumped on the bandwagon, gave another 5 membership. Wow, you guys are so generous. Let me talk just briefly about what members get. We're really stepping up our game here. So first off, we have a Discord private channel, and I will make sure there's a link for you guys to come and join, where we chat all day long in there. And Dave and I are in there as well as Jody, and we have a great time talking about all kinds of things. Second is we have members only videos. So a lot of the outtakes that we have, a lot of the funny stuff that Dave and I do. We also have members only videos, and we also have a members only pre-show where we just play slots and have some fun behind me right before the show today. And I go live sometimes late at night because I'm sitting in here playing slots, and we do it for members. So lots of member stuff if you guys are interested in that. Don't feel it's necessary, though. We don't want to charge anybody for anything. This is just if you wanted to take the next level with us. We certainly do appreciate it. So, all right, let's get back to
I do know that Liz, Brian, and Sherman can absolutely tell you how much fun it is when we're all at the casino hanging out.
Yeah, it's great. It's wild. It's wild.
Absolutely. Okay, here I got one from Fistable. Okay. Gamble Smart passed some tips on live dealer roulette game. So roulette is a very complicated game, but it's super easy. Pick a number. You can say any kind of roulette strategy you want. Okay. Never martingale. I never endorse martingaling on any game whatsoever. Martingale is where you essentially double your bet until you win. This is a great way to essentially go broke really fast. But if you're going to play roulette, I definitely recommend playing straight up numbers. If you want to play, the 12s, you want to play the columns, get good at understanding the game of roulette, not just, I'm going to sit down and play. Understand the game. Just basically any game you play, any table game, make sure you understand it well. Don't learn on your own money. There's plenty of games now you can play, little roulette strategy games and all that. You can play those for free. And I'm going to say this flat out. Never play 000 roulette. Okay.
Yeah.
It is the absolute roulette, for one, is one of the largest house edge. It is the largest house edge table game. Okay. When you play the 000, you're adding like 8% more on top of the house edge that's already about 7%. I mean, craps is like 5%, 4%. So don't play 000. Double zero, if you can find it, single zero. However, single zero almost always is in a high limit room. At MGM Grand, they have one on the floor, and regularly it's $100 minimum bets. So just keep that in mind.
All right. Cody Smith has a good question. When I hit the spin button on a slot machine, it gives me the luck has arrived spin. That's like the anticipation thing. Would I have hit the spin result anyway, or is it truly giving you something you wouldn't have hit? You would have hit it anyway. The reason it does that is because as soon as you hit the spin button, the result is already determined. And so it's doing that to kind of make you feel excited that something big is about to happen, whether it's from free games or an awesome line hit or something like that. So that's the reason sometimes you get the luck has arrived, sometimes you don't. They just kind of make it a little bit more interesting. But as always, it's comes down to when you hit that button. That is when it's decided instantly, and then the game plays out visually in front of you. So that's what's going on there. Good question, Cody. I don't think we've had that one before.
Here's a quick one from Annette Trujillo. I always wanted to participate in a group poll, but after you told us that it doesn't benefit anyone but the person whose card is in the machine, I've never considered this. Thanks for pointing that out. Well, now group polls can be fun. I recommend doing them with friends, not necessarily a certain person who says, hey, everybody put in $100, but with friends. If you have 5 or 6 people, you want to do a group poll, say, hey, everybody's going to go into this, establish ahead of time how are the taxes going to be handled if you hit something big, how they're going to be handled, who's going to claim them, is everyone going to divvy up, 5% of their win in order to offset that other person's taxes, these kind of things. Figure out all that ahead of time. Group polls can be fun, but when you're doing them in a sort of, you've seen someone online, hey, we're doing a group poll, all that, you got to come in. A lot of times the reason those benefit the person whose card's in the machine is because they're getting all the points. I have seen a number of times, I've been a part of Brian Christopher's group polls, and he puts the card in for each and every person who's there. If you don't have a card, he's going to have his card in, but I've only seen him do it a couple of times where it was the state laws that he had to have the card in. But otherwise, make sure you play with friends, because friends, it's a lot of fun. We've done them before with several of our friends in casinos, and it never fails. Someone always says, hey, let's do a group poll. Let's go. My personal thing is I'm always in for doing a group poll. It's like always in, because if you look at it from this point of view, you're only putting in a portion of the money that you would be putting in anyway. So if you're going to spend, let's say we do a group poll for $20 a spin, and we each put in $100 and there's 5 of us. Well, if I just did $100 by myself, I get 5 spins, but all of us together have a lot more spins and my risk is much lower. So kind of think of it that way.
Very true. Very true. Let's see. I had one singled out here. Dwayne was asking again. I have another question. I seem to have best of luck between the hours of 4 p.m. to 2. So I'm going to post a video link in here. Dwayne, I highly encourage you to go watch this one. It's going to answer a lot of your questions about that kind of stuff. So I just pasted that in the chat here. So after you're done here, join the live show. Go check that out. I think you'll, it might open your eyes to some things. All right. Let's see. And Justin Skeen says, hey guys, as a frequent cruiser that tries to play as low volatility as possible, can you explain a few new school games that are moderate volatility or better? Trying games smart while trying to gamble smart while cruising. Yeah, that's the problem with cruise ships too, is they're moving in a lot of the new stuff and getting rid of the old stuff. And cruise ships are also notoriously, the payback percentages are pretty low on most cruise ships. So it's something to consider. You can still win, certainly. But in the long run, it's going to be a little bit worse.
That is true.
New games coming out that are medium. I couldn't even, I'd have to really think about naming some.
Top dollar grand?
Yeah, but see, I don't think those are not going to be on cruise ships. I'm trying to think of, because what's going to be on cruise ships is your coin trios, your piggy banking, your Eureka Blast, your Huff and More Puff, Huff and Extra Puff, Huff and Even More Puff. That's what you're going to find on the cruise ship casinos. Dancing Drums is usually on there. That one's not so bad. That one's kind of in the middle. Especially you can play those at lower bets and still get some pretty good hits because you're eligible for the progressives at low bets. So maybe look for Dancing Drums if that's all that's available. But yeah, it's getting tough, man. I got to be honest, it's getting tough. The cruise that I was on, which was I think Harmony of the Seas, which is what was it? Royal Caribbean. They had a lot of S3000.
Anything of the seas is Royal Caribbean.
Anything of the sea. Well, they're all Lure of the Seas. They're all everything of the sea. They had a lot of 3-reel games like Double Diamond, Triple Diamond. They had some pretty good options in there in quarters and 50 cents and dollars, but you're not going to find that on every cruise ship. And it's really kind of funny story. I actually got one of the mailers in Royal Caribbean, and they were making a big deal out of all the ships and the sailings. They were like, these are ones that just got brand new slots in. I'm like, I don't want to go on those.
I don't want to go on
those. Tell me
the
ones that have all the old school slots on them.
We bought out the Tropicana slots and put them in this cruise ship. Marc's booking the next day.
We will be there, yeah. So, but keep on gambling smart, man. Good to hear it. All right.
One here from Adam's Exploits. Jacob from Adrenaline Slots in today's video mentioned the old wives' tale about higher playing slot machines being in a busy aisle. By the way, he got crushed. It is a common misconception. It really is. And it's just been information that has sort of been passed down. I totally used to fall for it myself. Like, oh, it's on the aisle. It's got to be better because they want to see people winning. So it's just one of those things. You know, it really is. Jacob's a good guy. I've met him a couple of times at G2E. You know, super chill kind of guy. Like, you know, very approachable.
Yeah.
You know, this is back when I was at Gamble at the Globe and I had just got to 1,000 at G2E and here, you know, freaking Jacob's talking to me. I was like, oh wow, this is cool.
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of questions. I'm like missing a bunch, I feel.
Shock Rage. Hello, what casinos in Wisconsin can you recommend with a bunch of Class 2 machines? Watch our Gambler Audit tomorrow. Yeah, we talk a lot about this because he was based in Wisconsin. So stay tuned for that video tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Let me answer another one here since we got.
Go for it.
Shoot, I just had one. Okay, I'll take this one. Tracy Hoffman, what's the deal with Dragon Link Major that maxed out at 1K? What makes them to finally pay out? So this is the video we're going to be doing on Friday that I've already decided, which is going to be all about progressives. There are so many questions about how they work, what kinds are there, what does it mean when it's maxed out, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to do a video on Friday, but I'll answer you very briefly. Maxed out progressives don't mean anything. It just means that they have reached the maximum that they're allowed to reach. It doesn't increase the odds of it hitting, doesn't decrease the odds of it hitting, anything like that. It's just reached that cap, the most that it's able to pay out. But it's actually still growing behind the scenes. And what that means is if you ever do hit that 1,000, it's not going to reset to 500. It's going to probably reset to 768 and 33 cents. You're like, wait a minute, why did it reset to 500? Because whatever that overage was that it was growing above that maximum is added to the base whenever it's reset. And sometimes it resets at 1,000, which means it's been a very long time since it's been hit because it's grown twice, if that makes sense. So, yeah, that's what's going on with those. But the only time you should play those, you know, over another one is because if you're going to hit it, if you're going to hit a progressive, you would want to play the one that is the highest. Not because it needs to get paid out anytime soon, but you got two machines, one's at 503 and one's at 1,000. You want to play the one that's at 1,000 because if you're going to get the progressive, you want to get the higher one. The odds are the same of hitting it on both of those machines. And we see this mistake all the time where there'll be a bank of machines. They're all the same, Dragon Links or whatever. And they sit down at the one with the lowest progressives. It's like, no. You want to sit at the highest one.
Always
so
the highest.
I hope that helps, Tracy.
And from Third Day, Dave, when you are at Oak Lawn, have you noticed a game that looks just like pinball, but it's got a different name? It's right outside Limit Room. You're talking about Flipping Out.
Flipping out.
I actually enjoy flipping out. I find it to be fun. I definitely don't like easy money. I like flipping out. I will play easy money when nothing else is there. But they also do have pinball in the Diamond RS cabinet inside the high limit room as well. I believe it's $10 a spin. So yeah, flipping out, definitely give it a play. It's better than the Wheel of Fortune games they have right there in those end caps. Those are horrible ones.
Oh man, that is so true.
My brother-in-law got destroyed and then blamed me. He's like, why'd you play this? Like, I told you beforehand, this is a difficult game.
Oh man. Yep. And John says, I had a day when I couldn't hit anything, but anyone who sat next to me was hitting jackpots, scratching my head. That's gambling, man. That's how slot machines work. It sucks, but it's not because they're doing anything differently than you are. That's the thing you got to really plant in your mind, is that they just got lucky. You're going to have trips to the casino where you just can't seem to hit anything. And that's when you need to get your butt out of the chair and go do something else. Don't chase the losses. We're going to talk about that a lot tomorrow in the gambler audit. You know, you got to learn that sometimes when you go to the casino, it's going to be rough. Especially if you've gone a lot to the same casino and you've played the same games, or you see other people winning around you and you're not. You got to resist the urge to try to say, well, when is it my turn? I got to keep playing until it happens. That's just a slippery slope. Slippery slope.
Best advice, just go home.
Just go home. Yeah.
Yep.
You know, suck it up. Go home. I mean that in the nicest way possible, John. So. All right.
And you're from Linda Stowers. Hi, guys. Really love all the Q&A live. I literally tell all my gambling pals to definitely subscribe and watch and learn from you guys. As always, love all your tips and info. Thank you, Linda. We really appreciate you as well. And you just keep telling them to subscribe. You know, just keep click, click, click. And don't forget to hit that bell to stay notified.
That's right. Dave's my subscriber police. Let's see.
I forget too. I really like when we're recording, I forget to say, oh, make sure to subscribe. So we'll say it at the end. And we're like,
we're terrible at it. Mostly because it's like we want your subscription, we want your likes, but we don't want to like shove it down your throat like everybody does. You know what I mean?
Please, like, can I have some more subscriptions?
Please a like, please a like. Or the other people that say, oh, I'm not going to continue until I get 100 more likes. Like, you're not going to hear that from us. Like, if you love the content, you're going to like it. If you love it even more, you're going to subscribe. That's the best we can ask for.
I'm waiting for 100 likes.
Do I have to push you out again? Let's see. I won't do it this time. All right.
Here's a good one from Simple Dak Outdoors. Any benefit to playing the Buffalo game that has a tall cabinet, but like has 4 to 7 mini Buffalo games on the same screen? Oh, Wonder 4. Okay. I think he's talking about Wonder 4.
Yeah.
I see people sleep on those all the time. There's no benefit. Essentially, what you're doing is playing 4 to 6 high volatility games at the same time, and your bet is divided into all of them at once. Can they be fun? Absolutely, they can be fun. I've played it before. It's very frustrating because you're literally looking all over the place to see how many coins you got on one screen. And it always sounds like you're getting the bonus every single time because you'll get one on each screen.
Yeah.
I should have gotten 6 bonuses out of there.
It's like that quick hit. What's that? There's a quick hit that's like that. There's like 9 of them. And
quick
it's just
hit
like
platinum.
Ding, 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 and it sounds like you're getting it. It's
like, this is doing great. No.
It's like, have we gotten that? I mean, is our attention span gotten so bad that we have to play 9 slots at the same time?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say it's so much attention span, but it gives you the impression that you're going to have a better chance of winning.
That's true. And that's what it's all about, right? Yeah.
It gives you that impression.
Yeah. Real boost, quick hit. Janine's right. That's the one I was thinking of. Yep.
Which one?
Janine said real boost, quick hits. That's the one I was talking about.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Let's see what else we got in here. And Roberto Slot says, is the chance of winning a wager saver in proportion to the money remaining, or does that also have a house edge before setting or before getting to the house edge on the regular spin? Now, it's always a percentage of how many credits you have left based on what you were betting previously. So if you were betting 500 credits and you have 480 credits left, you're going to have a huge chance of getting the wager saver. But if you have 10 credits left and you have 400 credits, it's going to be this tiny little wedge. It's all based off of that. So,
and I think Huff and Puff has the wheel on it. When you want to do the wager saver, it's got the wheel and it shows you that pie, the green spot, the red spot.
Yep.
Now, the Dragon Link games do not have that little pie on there.
But it's still doing the same thing.
That pie is there, and imagine how much you're betting versus how much you're, risking on the bet.
Yeah, very true. Yep. Good question. Thank you.
From Matt Wilson. Are the Dragon Link and Dragon Cash games from Aristocrat programmed to pay out more than others? They are the most popular everywhere I go. You are correct. They are the most popular. Lightning Link, Dragon Cash, Dragon Link, Buffalo Link, Buffalo Storm, Buffalo Lightning Dragon Storm. They are extremely popular, but now they're not popular because they pay out. They're popular because of the theme of games. The incredible marketing from Aristocrat. So a lot of that kind of goes hand in hand. It's so popular because there's so many of them. Well, is it popular because there's so many of them? Or is it popular because, it pays out well? It's popular because there's so many of them. And a lot of times people flock to a game they really enjoy. Also, the great thing about Aristocrat in their marketing is they have taken a single game. Let's go Dragon Link, for instance, and put it into like 20 different themes. You have Chica Bonita, you have the race car one, you have the Toro. I mean, there's so many variations on the exact same game, and all they did was change the graphics. And I think that really appeals to people as well, I like Chica Bonita. No, I like Kung Fu Master. It's the same game, but you like the graphics different. So
I mean, no difference. Case in point, all of the top 10 lists every quarter, at least 5 or 6 of them are all those games every time.
Always.
So,
and that's why when we're doing those videos and we're like, here's the game we can't find. Just imagine the different graphics.
I know it's the same game. That's right. That's right. Let's see. And Lori Mach has Mock say went to Choctaw on Saturday and was able to play from 2 p.m. to 1 a.m. using only $250 of my $400 budget. That is impressive.
Wow.
That's a good string there.
That's a marathon session.
That's a long time to be gambling. At least I hope you took some breaks in there, but wow.
Lori, I got to know what kind of offers you're going to be getting because that's a
lot of coin in.
Session. Yeah. That's a lot of coin in. That's a lot of churn.
Yeah.
Wow.
I get so tired. Asking, I know, right? When do you have a giveaway again like the Las Vegas trip a few months ago? I wish I would have won. Who knows what the future will hold? You got to stay tuned, right?
But Moxie, Motivational Moxie, who did win that trip, he is coming to G2E.
Yep.
We've got him set up at the Flamingo, and his flight is all set. I just booked his flight. It's done.
Yeah. Who knows, guys? We always
and then he thanked Marc for it. He said, "Thanks, Marc."
That was great.
I was like, "What'd Marc do?" Like, cancel your flight.
Now we like to give back to the community, and we're always thinking of different ideas of doing contests and stuff. That was a very early thing that we did to kind of kick the channel off, and we'll have to see what's coming up. 50,000's around the corner, 75,000 around the corner. We'll do something. We're going to do something. We always will.
Figure it out. We've got a whole week to figure out what to do with 50,000.
That's true. The week that we don't have.
For Proud Monkey. What the hell? Ignore me half the time and then bust my balls? Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, we love just so everybody doesn't think we're crapping on him. Like Proud Monkey is probably, I would say, our number one fan. And I'd hate to say anybody, he is always there. I mean, you all are number one fans, but Proud
He
Monkey
hates
is
every
always
one of
out
our
there.
lives.
This
Worst
guy,
live ever.
yeah, this guy is such a hustler. He is out on Facebook promoting us. He is doing everything he possibly can on message forums, Reddit, all those places. We appreciate Proud Monkey so much for everything that he does.
Absolutely.
And that's why he is probably the most witty and the most sarcastic person I've ever met, and I thought I was bad, but he tops me. So we love you, Proud Monkey. All right.
Here's a good one from Jim. Seems hard to find low volatility games. You are not kidding, Jim. You just got to look harder, like we did in Vegas when we went around to all the outlier casinos. There are a lot of gems out there. We went to Louisiana hunting low volatility games, and there's a lot there. And so really what I just got to say is branch out from where you usually go. We as gamblers definitely have a habit of staying in our comfort zone and having our blinders on and going right to what we know. And then when those games are gone, we panic. There are a lot of low volatility games still out there, a lot in Louisiana, and they're in great condition. So definitely try to check those out. But you are correct. They are dying. That's the truth. They are dying.
You have to go outside of the touristy areas like Las Vegas Strip and stuff. You have to go a little out because those people, I like the gamblers that are local don't like playing all that high volatility crap. They play video poker, they play low volatility games, and that's why you go out to the local casinos and they're all everywhere. Louisiana was like top dollar heaven. Every version of top dollar you can think of was out there, and that was good to see. But you just don't see that anymore on the Las Vegas Strip because they're trying to appease to a much different audience than what we talk about. So that's just the way it is.
Always, if you're not seeing the games you like in the casinos you frequent most, talk to the slot manager, talk to a slot attendant, talk to the floor manager, whoever you can talk to, and tell them the games you're wanting to see. And if they can make it happen, they will. They want you playing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. All right, let's do a couple more announcements here. Also want to remind you of To the Stars charity, which is the link here, thechildrensarmy.org. Very good support there, so we hope you guys will check that out. Golf tournament, we're helping sponsor
September 23rd.
Yes.
Yep. We want to promote that as much as possible. Remember, To the Stars has a full-time job just like we do, and he has the selflessness to actually run a full nonprofit charity. He doesn't take a salary for that or anything. And I think that's really kind of lost on a lot of charities because Goodwill, I always thought of Goodwill as a charity. It is a business. It is straight up a business. You may get your little tax deduction from that, but that CEO is making a lot of money. But great people like To the Stars sacrifice their time and their money most of the time in order to do a great cause like this.
Absolutely. So we appreciate them approaching us for that. And don't forget the G2E, our gamble, our first ever meetup. Finally doing it. We're going nonstop or full stop here, or no stop.
Full send.
Full stop. I think my Red
Bull
Bull
stop would mean we're done.
I know.
Full send means we're going.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm saying. So if you want to take part, this is an open event. This is not one that you have to register to attend. But if you want the goodie bag,
there's no fee. Nothing.
You do have to register.
Well, your fee is your gambling money. We're not covering that.
Yeah, and you don't have to gamble. You can come and just hang out.
You don't have to gamble. Just hang out.
So make sure you go and fill that out. And then also, this is the last call for the Cowboy Slots Days, but it's just next weekend. So not this weekend, but the weekend after that. So 10th and 11th, I believe it is. gsgs.live/Windover. Spots are very limited at this point. You must register to take part in all the fun. So, all right. Well, thank you so much, guys, for a wonderful show. We really do appreciate it. Lots of good questions tonight.
It goes by so fast.
It does. It does. But I love that. I love that.
Gone.
Lots of good questions.
If we didn't get to your questions this time, we'll be back on Wednesday next week.
That's right.
And you're probably going to see us all in a panic state because we leave the next day for Windover. So
that's right. That's right.
Probably be packing here.
That's right. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. We really do appreciate you from Dave and I and Jody also.
Absolutely,
I see
guys.
Jody was in the chat holding it down with us. We really do appreciate all your support. Hit that thumbs up on the way out.
Doing such a great job
and
for
Susan.
us as well.
Oh, of course, Susan. So, why we didn't mention Susan all day?
I just
Sorry,
did.
Susan. I know, but it was a little late. Thank you, Susan. We really do appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
All right, as always, gamble smart.
Gamble safe.
We'll see you later, guys. Bye.